Carl and Brother here from Games, Brains and Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial.com for short. And it's reaction time, going a couple of months backwards, but hey-ho, can't do everything that's modern. Good God, it's exhausting the amount of music out there. So you know what, when you're exhausted and you're tired and you just need to kind of just let somebody come along and sing you and lull you and calm you down and sometimes scream in your face because that's his style, it is Ihsahn. Should need no introduction, right? I feel like you should need no introduction because even if you don't know his solo work, you know him from Emperor. He's a legend. It's as simple as that. And a legend that does what he wants, experiments and continues to confound and amaze in equal measures, which is, I think, what this track comes from, the Fascinating Street Sessions. I've not heard this track. I said after part, I don't think I listened to this EP. It was an EP, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, close to bordering on a single, but these days.
Oh, okay.
Three tracks, two original, one a cover.
What was the cover? Do you remember?
I can tell you what it was, but it's going to help you out as much as it helped me out. It's called Dom Andra, which is a Swedish track sung in Swedish by a Swedish band called Kent, as in the county, which I thought was quite interesting. I was like, oh, Kent. And I was like, oh no, yeah. I don't know this.
Yeah,
but also it has Jonas Rensk of Catatonia on that cover with Ihsahn. So
okay, that's a cool duo.
Yeah.
So what's the deal with Contorted Monuments? Why this one?
Well, it's one or two, to be honest. I could have chosen either both of them. I think they're both great songs. This is probably the one I listen to the most from this, which is a bit of a strange EP in a way, in that, right, firstly, it was released for a reason rather than just musically Ihsahn wanted to put some songs out there. The Fascination Street is like a studio and an online musical educational program.
Right.
So this was two tracks where Ihsahn and I'm going to tell you who it was because I can't remember who it is. A guy called Jens Bogren.
Okay.
He's a producer and engineer for bands like Dimmu, Arch Enemy, Powerwolf, and I think the owner, or at least a runner, of Fascination Street Studios. So they got together, a long-time drummer, Tobias Anderson, keyboardist. They got together, did 10 Intense Days, and the idea was to build two tracks that they could showcase as much a difference within like the heavier side of music as possible that they could use on this online educational program. So that's what it was. It's educational music. Now that can kind of go a couple of different ways, and a little bit of me was quite nervous listening to it, going, it's like, oh, but it's still Ihsahn and it's still very good. Now, when he does his solo stuff, you know yourself, you don't know what you're going to get. Is this Ihsahn in melody mode? Is it in country mode? Is it in black metal mode? What are you going to get?
Yeah.
So, on that side of things, like, I think Contorted Monuments for me is a good balance of all sides of Ihsahn, actually, in a well-balanced song. And you can kind of see how it's been put together to work in that educational program, like without sounding forced. It sounds like a legitimate song. It's very enjoyable, but it has components in there that you can imagine if you're trying to demonstrate to somebody what you can do with this range of voice and range of instruments within the world of heavier music, why this song would be a good output for it. But all that shit aside, it's just a good song.
All right, we'll keep it. I'm just like, what the fuck am I about to listen to? But yeah, okay. You are right in the sense that I see Ihsahn, I kind of relax, even if it's not always going to be to my jam musically, taste-wise, and so on. I know I'm at least going to come away with something positive to say. I expect the same here. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I didn't expect that. It's an old school metal song, man. Little flourish at the end there.
Pushing it, calling this an official video, isn't they?
Oh God, they actually do call it an official video. I mean, there's no video. That's not a video, Candlelight Records. Come on, man. It's just a picture of the EP. Piss takers. Right. So turns
What do you
out
think of that?
yeah, it turns out Ihsahn can do wrong. I'm only joking. That was simply spectacular. I am actually surprised I liked it that much. And yeah, I mean, right, first things first, I would love to play that to someone that's not got an ear for metal, that doesn't really listen to it, calls it just noise and so on, and say, listen to this, experience this, and just see the bafflement in our face, because they would hear elements that would naturally normally put them off metal, whether it be Ihssann's, to the faster, heavier tempo and stuff like that. But it still almost plays out like almost a pop song, so to speak, in regards to the melodies and elements like that. It's a fascinating blend of styles that I couldn't call one.
Nice link back into fascination there as well, by the way. It's fascinating
to do that, but there you go. It is fascinating. It really, really is, because I could not categorize that. I could say is, hey, it's a rock song. That's the best, but even that I feel like doesn't do it justice in the slightest.
It's almost like, look, Ihssann's got like I think we both do. Like I got a load of respect for Ihsahn, and it's not only because of Emperor. That's the thing. It's actually just him.
Yeah,
to be honest with you,
I'd say more than Emperor these days.
Yeah, love Emperor. Back in the, I still a lot of love for Emperor, but this man to me is the sort of like, I don't know, man, this is going to be the wrong term, but a David Bowie, a John Lennon. He's an icon of heavy music, and he can do anything he wants, and he seems to just be he's full of ideas, full of creativity, and he can piece together a song that sounds completely different to the last song he did, and that one's completely different to the one before and the one before. And I think that's amazing. I think that the talent this dude has is amazing. Again, like, it's not, I couldn't categorize this track other than to say, like, look, I listened to these two tracks on it. I don't understand the cover. Not going to pretend I do, but the two tracks that are on this, which are both quite different to each other, are just both. It's just Ihsahn doing like clever shit again.
Yeah, there is some clever shit in that. I mean, for starters, it took me by surprise. I kind of thought, considering what it's called, kind of what you build up and stuff, that we were going to do more of a mellow track here, but it's heavy and it's faster than expected. So you kind of instigate that quick of energy.
Soft chorus, doesn't it? Like that kind of, not chorus. Yeah.
There's some wonderfully melody moments, but there's also some really cool kind of computer game style effects that are very twinkly and soft. It reminded me, I actually wrote the game down. That's immediately, like, it put me in mind of the game Shenmue during a snowy season in there. I love that. But of course, it's a little off kilter as well. It starts to get more cinematic as it goes on in the second, third verse. I found it starting to sound a little bit more cinematic. Obviously, got those blacker vocals. You got those old school guitar parts as well at solo. It's just like, that's very, very cool. It's just a very interesting, fascinating, cool, enjoyable piece of music. I don't think there's anything like, there's no world setting alight here. And I don't think, as you said, that's not the goal. That wasn't the point. That wasn't the aim. That's not really the goal. But if this is what you're doing when you're not planning to try and set the world alight, and you're not planning to change the
it's like your Sunday
this
afternoon.
Is how easy.
I just bang a track out on Sunday afternoon.
This is how easy it comes to you, and you can still pull off something that's such high quality that I suspect I'm probably going to hum in this one for a while. I can still hear that in my head, like that beat. I think that's so fucking impressive.
Yeah, this is just exactly what I feel about it, to be honest with you. I'm on exactly the same page. I very much enjoy it. I just find it immensely listenable. And even though I'm not blown away, I probably was more at the time of release, but I'm not, oh my God, I have to listen to Contorted Monuments.
Yeah.
Whenever it comes up, like in a shuffle or something like that, I'm like, I just leave it on because it's just so easy and fun and enjoyable to listen to.
And it's 4 minutes as well, so you're not being overdone here. Like, that's a good 4 minutes.
When you were saying at the beginning about playing like this song to I don't know, like a pop fan or something like that, I did think when you were saying that, like, what would also be kind of cool, like, let's play this to somebody who loves Emperor but doesn't know much about Ihsahn, and go, who do you think this is? And it's just like, That's the front man of Emperor.
Oh, very, very good. What do you reckon? You got any thoughts on this track? I want to hear what you got to say because we both really, really like it. Let us know in the comments.
Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please help us out by giving us a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. If you really liked what you saw, consider donating to keep the website and channel running by buying us a coffee via our coffee page or picking up some merch from our Big Cartel store. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as via our social media, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, as well as listen to our interviews via SoundCloud, Apple Music and Spotify. Just search for GBHBL. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?